Today on Live with Lori, Lori prepares a Latin dish with flair, Pabellón with black beans and rice, and talks with Florida Senator Darren Soto. Coming up now on Live with Lori.
Live with Lori, where we always serve up political food for thought. Today we have a guest who's supported by the firefighters, the police, the realtors, and the Greyhounds. Please welcome Darren Soto. Welcome, Senator.
Thanks for having me, Lori.
Thanks for joining us. Yeah, how have you been?
I've been pretty busy lately. Just got sworn in last week, and
I know. Congratulations.
Coming off a long campaign trail. So
Senator Soto is the first Puerto Rican senator in the state of Florida. So we want to give him a big thumbs up for that because that's super important and it's fantastic. So again, congratulations.
Y yo voy a disfrutar su comida este día. ¿Sí?
Now I read some.
I'm going to enjoy the food here today.
I read something interesting about you is that you did not speak Spanish, and that when you were running, that you actually learned Spanish.
Yep, that's true. It was actually before I started running for office, I started learning it to communicate with my clients in my law practice, and little did I know that I'd be running for a big Hispanic seat, and literally I kept learning in front of the cameras. But you know, when you're gonna do these sorts of things, you just gotta keep cool and you work hard, and then the results show themselves.
And it's a fantastic skill to have. It's a great asset to be able to speak Spanish, because there's a lot of Spanish-speaking people in Florida. You are Puerto Rican, so you are familiar with veja ropa.
Absolutely.
Well, we're not cooking veja ropa because I guarantee you I cannot cook it like a Puerto Rican. So what we are cooking is we're cooking pabellón, which is a variation of that, but it's the Venezuelan variation, and I'm even varying it even more because I'm putting pork in it, which is what I do in every dish if you watch the show. What I've got is I've got about 4 slices of bacon, about a 1/4 pound of bacon that I've started frying just in the interest of time. Do you cook at all?
I used to cook a lot more during law school, but lately with everything, not as much as I'd like to anymore.
Well, what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you slice up half an onion, because we're going to put those in black beans, because of course you can't have this without black beans and rice. So go ahead, and if you can go ahead and start slicing that. What got you interested in politics?
Well, first is that I like to stand up for the little guy. That's basically what I do in my law practice. I do a lot of foreclosure defense and representing people in family law cases and small businesses. But also it was actually the love of the campaign trail. I joined the Young Democrats in Orange County to meet people, worked on other campaigns, and when I was walking door to door, I realized that I really enjoyed talking with everybody, and I saw the difference that could be made.
You felt like you could really offer something to the district that you're serving, because you were a state representative. He was a state representative for several terms before he ran for Senate.
Yep, 5.5 years, and a lot of it has to do with you got to know your district real well. What I found is from walking thousands of doors and really delving into the issues with the paper and otherwise, that it gave me the knowledge to be able to speak on behalf of 160,000 people, and now it's 470,000 people.
Wow, that's a lot of people in that district. Yep. Okay, you know what? I'm going to throw these onions in. I've got black beans here, and we're going to just throw these in. It's good, just like that. We're going to throw those in, and along with that, I've got 2 bay leaves. I've got a teaspoon of cumin, a teaspoon of coriander, and a teaspoon of añejo. You know what añejo is?
You know, I'm drawing a slight blank on that one. So.
Well, it's a Caribbean seasoning, and it's actually a seed, and they take the outside of the seed and they grind it up. So it's got, it's a peppery, floury kind of flavor. If you can't find it, don't worry about it, but it really does give something special. Now, when you were in the legislature, you got some pretty big bills passed. One of the most notable that I remember is the car racing one.
Right.
Which, you know, that's a big deal.
Well, when I was in my first year, a kid by the name of Luis Rivera Ortega was killed in a street racing accident. And so I came back from session, we worked with law enforcement and got a set of reforms together that have reduced street racing by as much as 25% in the state.
Really? Wow, that's pretty impressive. Stay with us because we're going to be keeping it civil with Senator Soto. We're going to be talking about immigration, so stay with us.
When we come back, Lori prepares Pabellón as Senator Soto picks his way through the immigration bill.